Vlogaday 388. Today's Writerly Wednesday. I figured I would talk a little bit about why I write. And it ties into why I vlog as well, so it all ties together. Thought I'd go get some bananas on my cool down, because I'm out. I was gonna get some last night. I did not get them last night. Mail call. I got a couple things. I forgot to show you guys actually. My parents sent me this, Idaho's most famous, world's largest beagle, world's biggest beagle. It's a bed and breakfast. Hey there, camera. How's that? And my sister was in California a couple weeks ago and sent me a California Coca-Cola. She demands more cats. She's, you're vlogging again. Maybe this year you can try to include more cats, okay? I'm using a broken tripod for this because I thought I'd give it another purpose in life, but apparently it doesn't want to live. And then this is from Jeff. I think I know what's in this. It took me a second. I was like, what is it? What could this be? I think I know. So apparently, complain enough about your sunglasses and people start sending you stuff. Whoa, these are way more fun than I anticipated these being. These are cool. I've got purple face. What do I look like? Definitely a step in the right direction. Don't worry, I'll still give you guys the opportunity to vote on another pair. But I think Jeff took pity on me. Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate it. Now I've got some shades. And with these shades, I can better see. These aren't, they're not melting. That's probably the best part. Anyways, I want to go write. I have to go clear something up on my way to that writing though. Doctor's bill of some sort that I already paid and now has gone to collections somehow. So that's really fun. Yay, and then I'll wander off to do some writing and maybe eat something along the way. You wanna come with me? Let's go. Oh, you should actually come with me if we're gonna go together though. And it's raining. It's like fall weather every other day around here. Jeff, seriously, I love these. Just the color. I love that there's color. As for why I write, when I talk about writing and what the writing I want to be doing is ultimately novelizing. Novelizing is writing novels. We can talk about like just how bad of an idea that is at some other point because let's be honest, like writing's not exactly an easy career to make. It's not a career you can make, really. It's not the career that we all dream it would be, let's put it that way. But I really like telling stories, and a large part of the reason I started writing novels was I didn't really start out thinking that I was gonna be a novelist. I always thought of myself more as a filmmaker down the line, like I wanted to make movies. But I also realized as I was making videos in high school, college, it was really difficult to get people to actually share the workload with me. Well, the lab is closed. Not helpful, so I think I'm gonna have to pay this double bill so I don't, it's gone to collections, and that's one of those things where like, oh, I don't want this kind of a thing following me around in the midst of trying to settle here and get my like immigration paperwork finished. So kind of in a vulnerable position. I can't really afford to pay them, but I also can't afford not to pay them ransom. I have no idea what I'm getting myself into. Specialties of Maghreb. I got myself what looks like a Maghreb chicken pizza. Ooh, it is hot. I have no idea what's in this, but it's tasty. I think it's tomatoes, onions, chicken, cheese, and the galette, or pancake or crepe or whatever this bread is. Anyways, for $2.50, the price is right. Look at the size of this thing. Definitely makes up for that run I just had. Oh no, and then is Oni closed for August like everybody else? No! Dang it. August kind of sucks. Oh, they're gone until the 24th. That is a very fun sign though. Crap, I gotta start calling places in advance. I just assumed they would be open. All right, we gotta find another coffee shop. Stat. All right, I asked Lurka. Lurka had a recommendation when we were at Strata on the left bank the other day, but I don't know the name of the place. She says it's a great spot to go work, so that's where I want to go. But if I don't hear from her, I'm gonna try Strata Cafe on the right bank, who I just called, They didn't answer, but I don't know what my other options are at the moment. And they're only about a half a mile away, so I'm just gonna go ahead and walk down there, see if they're open. And then if not, hopefully, I'll have heard from Lerka by then. Okay, some things are open around here. The question remains, will the coffee shop be open? Come on, Strata, come on, Strata. Come on, Strata, yes! Yes! All right. I did get some writing done, actually. I got some good chunks out of it. Probably about 3 hours, I'd say. Revisions, man. And then I just kind of ran out of steam, because sometimes you get one set of revisions done, or one like chunk of the story put back together, and you get to the next chunk and you're like, I don't even know how I'm gonna do this. So speaking of writing, one of the big reasons that I end up enjoying writing is because it's one of those things you can just do. You don't need to ask anyone's permission, you don't need a team, you don't need finances. You just sit and write. It just takes a level of discipline and dedication, and so you can actually continue to work on it, to hone your craft, and to tell some great stories without, you know, getting stuck waiting for people to show up, or wondering if you're ever gonna have enough money to do it, or the equipment, or any of that. First stamps, and then Fraser's goodbye party, and then, you know, should be the evening. In case you're wondering what International French postcard stamps looks like, there you go. All right, with that out of the way, let's go do a going away party. Now, that's not to say, when I'm talking about the film side, that's not to say I didn't have friends that were willing to like show up and be in skits and videos and stuff that I made. They would, and it was fun. But as far as like the actual writing, creating, producing, editing, all the outside work beyond just showing up and kind of being in something, or even shooting, I didn't really have any cinematographically inclined friends. I just found it really hard to continue to produce stuff when all that rested on me. And so I started to gear away from that more when I decided to move to South Africa. Ended up joining that hospital ship, living in West Africa for a while. I was kind of thinking, you know, I may not like live that. I had just like a moment of mortality. Not that it was going to be particularly dangerous, but just thinking like, what if I die while I do this? Like, I'm going to die with all these stories in my head that I wanted to turn into something that will never have had the chance. So it was actually a motivator to start really seriously trying to write books. Turned into my first 3 books, Vitalis Chronicles, which I've since unpublished because they're not good enough to be published. But it was a really good exercise in finishing a book, editing, producing it. I did everything myself. I did the self-published route because I really thought, for a couple of reasons. One, I went self-published route because I wanted to be in control. Like, I really wanted to do the art. I wanted to do all this stuff and just the way I wanted it. But also because I was scared. I think I was really scared that I wasn't ready for traditional publishing. And I didn't think that I was to that level yet. And I was definitely scared of rejection, you know. I was scared of being told that I wasn't good enough, which we're all scared of to some degree. That's obviously changing with me now. I'm much more open to getting rejected on all fronts, you know, whether it's literary or romantically or anything else, or the country of France kicking me out. At the time, yeah, I was really scared, and I think that was part of it. That's also why I like vlogging, because vlogging is only dependent on me. I'll show up every day, I'll film every day, I'll talk every day, I'll edit every day, no problem. I don't have to wait for anybody. It's not a production that requires any more hands on deck than my own. And so because of that, it's a very appealing art form for me because I can express myself, I can share. When I have the time and the energy, I can go over the top and make something kind of ridiculous. When I'm feeling like I just want to kind of talk for a little bit and not put that much extra energy into it, I can do that as well. And I'm not left waiting for an extra 2 or 3 hours for anybody to show up just to get started. I can do it on my own. So, you're leaving.
I'm leaving.
Why are you leaving?
Everybody's so sad. Everybody's so sad.
I'm not at liberty to discuss that information.
Wow.
I'm working for MIC now. No.
Where are you going?
I'm moving to Los Angeles.
All right, so if you're in Los Angeles,
hit me up. Hang
out with Fraser. He's worth
I need
it.
a green card. If you've got a green card, give me one.
Yeah, if any of you guys out there want to marry Fraser, Hit him up.
Male
Would you
or
marry?
female
I was
right
gonna
now.
say, would you marry a girl?
At this point, anything will go.
Okay, fair enough.
Whatever you want.
Whoever you are, if you're interested in Fraser, hook him up.
As long as you're an American.
Right, yeah, that's kind of necessary for the green card, yeah.
I mean, I love the UK, but I've already got that, honey. I don't need that.
Also, for any immigration officers who see this later in the
This
future,
is a joke.
completely a joke. He already met whoever it was he ended up
I'm
marrying.
already married to the Ryan Seacrest. That's fine.
Yeah, absolutely. Long time.